June DEI Advisory Board meeting. Alexis is on her way and will be able to join us shortly. We're going to go ahead and get started. Want to just do first the Pride event recap. It was Saturday was our second Pride flag raising. It was our first Pride market. Fourth year we've had a Pride resolution. It's just getting bigger and stronger, and that's really exciting. The day was absolutely lovely. Lots of community showed up. It was beautiful. It was well attended. Sorry, I didn't have my mic on. Do you have your mic on? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. Just saying, Pride was fantastic. I definitely think we will be doing it again next year. Got lots of great feedback from vendors. People said that that was one of their best events. The fact that we didn't have any vendor fees, I think, was a really lovely way to support those businesses as well. And I wouldn't see why we couldn't do that again next year.
Sure.
So, yeah, I want a huge thanks to Sam Bowling, Councilman Bowling, for she threw together the market. Public Works, they mowed the grass the day before, picked up litter the morning of. They helped put the flag up. They did the street closures. Northwood Cidery had their cider garden. It was just lots of folks came together. Our Norwood Library was there with buttons. We had the art board / Cincinnati Art Museum was represented, Caracol, Transform, what other community?
There was a yummy cake bakery there, and I did not
yeah.
go back. I was like, I'll be back. It's too early for cake. And then I didn't make it back, and I was really sad.
I have to disagree with that whole.
I know. Now I know better.
There was also, perhaps the highlight was the Rainbow Great Dane.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty special.
That Rainbow Grain Day made the Pride circuit as well. I think
Yes.
I saw it
Yeah.
at the Covington Pride as well.
Feels like you should get your
money's worth.
get your money's worth for sure.
For sure.
I would say that flows very nicely into our Hispanic Heritage Festival. We have a date for that, which I can pull up. Would really like to have a bigger turnout than we did last year. The first year was fantastic. Last year it sort of fell down a little bit. So after June, after Pride Month, I'm going to connect with Sam because she also has some really good contacts in that community in terms of like dance groups, and we can probably get some local food trucks and that sort of thing. So if there's folks watching that are interested in supporting that, please reach out. We would love the help. Many hands make light work and all that. There's a possibility we could partner with Norwood Rec or the Cidery to pay for music again. We did that with the Rec the first year and the Cidery the second year. So I'm hoping we can do something along those lines next year.
Anybody who, like, if there's a list of vendors to reach out to from last year, things like that, I think that would be something we could handle, or I would be happy to take some of that on.
We do not have a list of vendors. The first year, it was all handled by a resident, and she handled everything, and I never got the contacts.
Okay.
So we literally do not have, so we're starting from scratch.
Okay, excellent.
So if you are a vendor,
We're here.
please reach out. We
Yeah.
would love to hear from you. I think I'm going to try to have some conversations. There's a gentleman who has one of the taco trucks who's a lifelong Norwoodian. Thought he'd be a really great person to help us, get some folks together.
What is the date for that?
It's the day after the International Art Festival, which is
The 13th through the 20th. Does that sound correct?
I'm looking for when. Oh, here it is. The 22nd, Sunday, September 22nd is when we're doing the festival.
September, okay,
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Yeah, the Hispanic Heritage runs from mid-month to mid-month to encapsulate as many Spanish holidays and Hispanic and Latina holidays as possible. Like there's Mexicans Independence Day is one of them, and yeah. All right. Did we talk about the Green Book last meeting?
We have talked about
We've
it.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So this would go under unfinished business, but this now should have its own category. This is actually pretty exciting. For those at home who don't know what the Green Book is, the Green Book was sort of like a AAA guide that black families, black motorists used post like 1940s to 60s that had a list of safe locations to go for gas, for food, lodging. And the person who wrote the book, or who created the book, his last name was Green, thus the Green Book. And in 2023, a gentleman, Alvin Hill, wrote a book called Driving the Green Book, which is sort of a historical perspective of the Green Book. And that is now a exhibit at the Smithsonian. And it will be a traveling exhibit and will be in Cincinnati at the Freedom Center, July through October. One of the reasons we especially care is because the Driving the Green Book specifically mentions Norwood a few times in not great ways in terms of how welcoming blacks were during that time. So I've been approached by the Harriet Beecher Stowe House, who part of the renovation they're doing at the Harriet Beecher Stowe House is to renovate a portion that was a hotel that was available to blacks during that time. And so it's a really great collaborative. Hello.
Welcome.
Oh, we're talking about the Green Book. So.
Not the film.
No, not the film, the book, Driving the Green Book. And they are going to do so the Harriet Beecher Stowe House is partnering with the Norwood Historical Society and the Norwood Library to do some book club readings of the book. We are going to be doing a field trip down to the Freedom Center to do a tour of the Smithsonian exhibit, and then we will be having a panel discussion, and that will be throughout August. Let's see. The field trip will be August 18th, and then there'll be some community book clubs, and then the panel discussion will be August 25th. And Norwood will be hosting the panel discussion at the community center. So I think it's going to be really exciting and a really powerful discussion about what do we as Norwood residents want to do with this history, with this complex history, and how can we navigate through that without feeling shame, but rather feeling proud of the direction we're going. And it's more of that theme. It's not shame on Norwood, but rather an understanding of where the country is going and where the country's been. And so I'm really, really looking forward to that. So that's
Open to the public?
that is absolutely open to the public.
Okay.
They have asked the DEI board to support them in the efforts, which I think we would be happy to do. I would be happy to, but
Yeah.
wanted to check with you guys. Our role would simply be
providing support and sharing information and, encouraging folks to read the book and have conversations with friends and neighbors and that sort of thing.
Can we get a copy of the book at our Norwood Library?
Absolutely. The Norwood Library is actually going to be hosting their own book discussion.
Okay.
The Norwood Historical Society will be hosting a book discussion. Harriet Beecher Stowe House will be also hosting a book discussion.
Okay.
There are copies available through Hamilton County Library. Actually, there was one at the Norwood Library I meant to grab on my way here, and I totally forgot. I've read it on my Kindle.
Okay. What about, time and stuff like that, or is there a website where we can go for more information?
We will have it by the next meeting.
Okay. We will have that information.
Yes, we will have it by
shared
then.
out. And it's not until August, so I can probably relax a little bit.
Yes. We're having our first conversations about it. We're finding the locations. It's all good.
Looking forward to it.
It's really fascinating. And we are looking to have professional facilitators at the panel discussion. So we really want it to be a safe, comfortable place for everyone to come and share and discover and understand a little bit more about our country and our history.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome to learn about it. Not awesome that it happens.
What else? What else is going on? Other unfinished business. I reached out to the woman who said she was going to work on the calendar images and haven't heard back. It is a crazy time. I'm gonna be going out of town in a couple weeks, so I might work on that. Just, start gathering them together so we can have them in the hopper. Other unfinished business that we need to address?
Did you say how successful the Pride Market was before I got
did,
here? I assumed.
But do you want to talk more about it?
No,
'Cause
no.
It was really good.
I just think it was lovely, but I just want to make sure you did.
I got the agenda. We are on unfinished business.
Any other unfinished business? Oh, here's the agenda.
Thank you. I was looking for the email and I was slow.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, we're already? No.
I know.
I don't think I have anything to add. You're doing the mound. The mound got pushed to next year for application, right?
Okay, yeah, so the Norwood Mound ran out of runway, and it felt like we were just rushing too much to get it in. So we're gonna push it till next year. That also gives us an opportunity to connect with some of the tribes. We're coming into their powwow season. So when I last was in contact, they said basically just shoot us some dates for like 6 to 8 weeks out.
Yeah.
That we could do a Zoom meeting. But I have to circle back with Susan Daniels, and then the archaeologist who lives up on Indian Mound to figure out when we can all get together, and then, yeah, that's where that's at.
When does that application come due next year?
May.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we could have pushed it through, but it was feeling,
Better to take your time.
yeah.
Is this an appropriate time to chat about the marker for Marsh Park?
Oh, sure.
Unfinished business?
It's unfinished.
It's still being welded, smelted, because of supply chain issues.
Sure.
I am still pulling together the quote to redo all of Marsh Parks, some of the ideas that we had in terms of the concrete work, where we want to put the marker, fixing the fence line, the basketball. You have some of that.
I do.
Yeah.
I have quotes, which are probably expired at this point, but
Okay.
general.
Can you and I sit down and put together that, and then we can give it to the
Yeah,
park committee.
Yeah, it's grant money.
And, right, and so it's very likely that Norwood, or we're very hopeful Norwood is going to be getting a very big influx to our park program. For those of you who watch these sorts of things, Sherrod Brown announced the projects that he will be taking to request to be in the next budget, the 2025 budget. And he is requesting $1.5 million for Norwood Parks, which is so exciting.
Yes.
So that's something that Emily Franzen and I were working on a couple weeks ago, a month ago, I don't remember. So that's super, super exciting. So we'll be able to,
So we need to put projects forward.
so we need to,
Essentially.
yeah. So Emily with the parks already
Gearing up.
has, she does have lots of quotes already for playground equipment, and, we had to do that for the application, but if we can have more specific stuff for Marsh Park. And then there's another possibility that we could work with another business that would potentially give us some funding for that as well.
Sending the quotes to our
Oh, tour drive?
Door Drive.
Sweet.
From there.
Have we received any more applications for,
No.
no?
There's a young woman, I told you, did I tell you?
I don't know.
Who I think would be a really great fit. We just need to schedule a sit down.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah.
um,
I was just
and
curious if
then
we had
I
any more
also
interest.
talked to an employee who I thought would be a phenomenal fit.
Oh, good.
And they just basically need to think about it because they've got a big, huge project they're working on. And we're a little intimidated about trying to take on anything else, so.
Stephanie already saved it in there.
Okay. Those are the last of my questions.
Did you just ask about open board seats? Is that what you're-
Yes, sorry, yes, that's what I was asking.
Cool.
If we'd had any more applicants. I came in late and asked a bunch of questions. My worst nightmare.
No, that's fine.
They were all important
Great
questions. These sort of field DEI, some things that are coming up that I can share. The Missionary Baptist, New Vision Missionary Baptist, they did last year a big Thanksgiving program. And their head coordinator, Charlene Truss, is, has talked to me, and I've now connected him with Noah about having the city be a little more involved next year. I think it was over 1,500 meals that they distributed last year. It was the week before Thanksgiving. So she just wants to just make it a little more, even a little bigger, and involve our public works, the police and fire, and sort of bring those communities
That'd be great.
together. Yeah, I think that'd be really lovely. Oh, sorry, back to Pride. We have some Pride flags, the 3x5 Pride flags, and we sent letters to lots of Norwood businesses offering them as loans if they would like to fly a Pride flag for this month. And I've already gotten a request from Queen City Clay, so thank you so much.
Awesome.
Any other Norwood businesses, I'm happy to steam one for you and deliver it to your doorstep. If you are a neighbor and would like to have one for your house, I think I would be happy to loan you one as well. So you can just email me at shoover@norwoodohio.gov. this like the fastest meeting ever?
I think it's a record.
That's pretty.
That's totally a record. Yeah, we do have community comment open. We don't have anyone here.
No one's here.
Oh, this, I guess we can just make this a community comment. There's a Norwood resident, she does a lovely job with Juneteenth every year, and she's planning another event this year. I just saw it posted on Norwood Strong. I reached out and asked if there's a way that we can support. I haven't heard back. I did go ahead and update the Juneteenth resolution, so that will be on council floor on Tuesday. I believe she had that read.
Yes, yes. Well, actually, I didn't make it last year, but the year before she had it read.
Okay. I'm always out of town, so that's,
It's middle of the week this year. Well, she's having it Sunday the 15th, so I take that back.
okay, so Sunday the 15th.
Or Saturday. I apologize.
Saturday. Can you share the info?
Yes, Saturday, June 15th at 10 a.m. And I think it's at City Hall.
Proclamation, resolution?
That is all.
It's a resolution.
I see. Yes.
Well, I wrote a resolution.
Oh, your resolution, yes.
Same, like reading and,
I don't. Sorry, I'm
Check it out
sorry.
on
that is
Facebook.
perfect information.
Yes.
Is it on Norwood Strong?
It is on, I found it in Norwood, another group, but it is just called Norwood Juneteenth Flag Raising, if anybody wants to.
Great. Find it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all
I
we've
don't know.
got.
I think that's all that we've got. Again, I would love for anyone to reach out who is interested in supporting and helping with Hispanic heritage. We need to kind of start working on that. But the next big thing will be the driving the Green Book. So,
Excellent.
all I got. So our next meeting will be, let's see,
Oh, third?
3rd at 6 p.m. Sweet. Wednesday,
Oh, yeah. first.
Wednesday, July 3rd at 6.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Excellent.
Thank
Adjourned
you.
6:24.
Have a great night.